Well, here we go again. This story it's just growing more and more legs. We all know about the situation with Will Smith and his allegations, sexual allegations, that Malawi B brought to light. So if you haven't been up to speed, Malawi B was saying that he walked in on the room and found him and Duane Martin having SCX, and there was basically murder in the room. So a lot of people have chimed in, Tariq Nasheed, MC Shan, and I told you guys that MC Shan will be chiming in because MC Shan is connected to this story, and more later in this video I explain how. But let's look at what Malawi B said when he sat down with Tasha K. Let's look at some of what he said, revisited when he sat down with Tasha K, what he had to say, and we'll come right back.
Door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Okay. What did you do?
I froze. What did you, see, I'm not used to seeing. Listen, it's traumatizing. I've never seen it. I don't watch gay. I never seen a man another man.
Will Smith was bent over,
and Duane was killing him.
Condom?
I don't know. I don't.
You didn't look that close.
Listen, even when I was with the deer and headlights, and I finally said, "Oh shit," and they turned around and said, "Close the door," right? So I back out the door. I'm not going in there. I ain't going up in there. I back out the door, lock the door, I leave. Will says, "I gotta talk to you." So I said, about what? He said, "You know what?" And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he said, "Oh, you know what I'm talking." I said, "Well, I have no idea. What are you talking about? What we need to finish today? I'm trying to get that out." He said, "Listen, I made a call. Some papers are gonna come here today. I need you to sign them." And I said, "Why am I signing papers?" And he said, "Listen, I'm trying to protect you." He said that you remember the transsexual, I hope I'm saying it right, who got caught with Eddie Murphy. He said, "You know what happened to him, right?" I had no idea what happened to the transsexual that got caught in the car with Eddie Murphy.
Me either. What happened?
So I go home and Google it. They murdered him. Or the transsexual. I don't know to say him or her. I don't know what's politically correct. So I hope I'm not offending anyone.
It's transgender, but
okay, transgender.
Now, as you can see, these two have been friends for over 40 years coming out of West Philly. He's been with Will every step of the way throughout Will's career, from the rap to being out in Hollywood, the hip hop scene. And the thing is, I got with Bilal is, Brother Bilal, he can't be saying that this is the first time that he saw something, because he has a problem with Jada. And like I said, these guys have been friends for a long time. Other people have been weighing in and saying how they felt about the situation. And one of those people that was weighing in was Tariq Nasheed. Now, Tariq Nasheed, he spoke on this, and he basically was echoing the same sentiments that I've been saying. And like I said, because I had a chance to ask Charlie Mack a couple questions, years ago about why he came back home, as opposed to staying out in California. And, he basically just said a lot of things that's out there he's not into, and he just left it at that. But me and Charlie is friends because Charlie is from Southwest Philly, where I'm from. So, we know each other. But I want y'all to hear what Tariq Nasheed had to say, and we'll come right back.
What the dude said, these have been rumors that's been floating around for a long time, so I'm not shocked. My thing is this. And I hate repeating rumors. This guy who was Will Smith's assistant said, he's some Boochie Cat action going on. And I'm kind of, I said, hey, I think it might be something like that going on. That doesn't take away from Will or Jada. I really like Will. I think Will is a phenomenal guy. I think Will is a very talented brother. There's no cap, no cut on Will, nothing. I respect Will, and I like what Will does. I'm a big fan of Will. But there's been rumors. Rumors are rumors. But if the rumors are true, that's his prerogative. My man should be able to live and do what he wants to do. If it's true, if it's not true, whatever. It's not. That's not my business. But my thing is the assistant. Now I kind of have a problem with that. When you're somebody who's close up with somebody, and then they put you on to a certain degree, and the guy, this assistant Bilal, I think that's his name. He was taking pictures with Will, and Will said, "Yeah, I put you in my book, and I gave you, I'm blowing you up." He was kind of saying that jokingly. So this was somebody who Will gave clout to. This is somebody who got certified by Will, and you got to watch out for that sometimes, because sometimes when you certify certain people, some people will hang around you, and then you'll try to put them on. And the minute you put them on and certify them, they will immediately flip. They will flip on your ass and then be like, "Well, look here, you better listen to me because I know him, and he told you I know him. So now I got a tell-all book. Listen to me." You got now. To me, to be honest, that's snakish. I don't like that. That's a snake ass move. So that's what I don't like about that. I don't respect what dude is doing. If you are close to Will like that, you telling his personal business, that's not cool. Somebody who entrusted you to be around them and their family, I don't respect that at all, to be honest. I don't respect it. I don't respect this going on to Tasha K. I don't respect it, dude. We got a lot of bitch ass dudes out here. We got a lot of testosterone and soy products that has created a generation of moist, tender who do whole shit. Ain't no integrity, ain't no manhood in some of these dudes. So there's no shaming of them. Back in the day, questioning a dude's manhood was something that'll make a dude stand up right. Hey, I'm a man. You don't question my manhood. You dig? If a dude's manhood was in jeopardy, he would get upright and right and exact with his actions so that his manhood wouldn't be in jeopardy. And the reason why back in the day wasn't no internet. You had to go out in the streets. You had to see people. So going out in the streets as a man, you had to move a certain way.
So that's Tariq Nasheed's point of view. But there's also somebody else that weighed in on this, and he was signed to the same label as Will Smith, and he was there before Will. And this is MC Shan. And MC Shan is well publicized, had it out with Benny Medina in the past, and he was calling Benny Medina one of them boys, calling him out for what he was, and he was slated to be the lead guy in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was slated to play that role that Will played. But when him and Benny Medina had a falling out, he was basically kicked out. So let's listen to what he had to say, and then we'll come back and close.
Yes, I was up for the Fresh Prince role, but Benny Medina was a and I told him that to his face, straight the up. That's why I got dropped from the record label. That's why a whole lot of shit happened to Shan along the way, but I still persevered. So yes, I will repeat that story. I was up for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I was signed to Warner Brothers. Benny Medina, look at my records. All of a sudden, Benny Medina, my executive producer. I'm like, what the who the why the fuck am I executive producer? I don't know this motherfucker. And then all of a sudden, now we out on California Road. Shantae took the credit card and went ham. And they're looking at me, but I know them funny moves, you understand? And so I looked him in his face and I said, yo, you was a... And from that day, the whole thing went downhill. And like I say, you couldn't imagine anyone else as Fresh Prince, but you couldn't imagine Shan as being 6 degrees of separation, and that's no disrespect to motherfucking Will. Me and Will first show he ever did was with me. I know Will like a mother. Charlie Mack, all that shit. And I'm saying my story. If y'all don't want to hear it, too motherfucking bad. It is what it is.
Well, in closing, I told y'all that this Hollywood stuff is real wild. Do not live your life vicariously through these people. It's an image. They're selling an image to you to make you buy products and movies and all that kind of stuff. This stuff is not real. These people go out there and they totally lose themselves, man, for profit for other people, man. And MC Shan wasn't going for it. MC Shan lost his career because he took a stand against the foolishness. It's maybe starting to look that Will and Jada didn't. But this is my this is how I feel about it. He has a right to be whatever it is that he wants to be. But I don't know. This whole thing is just weird. Duane Martin's wife, Tisha Campbell, she spoke out and alluded to them being playing for the other team some time ago. She spoke out about that. So this is not the first time that we heard all about the wild SCX parties that they was alleged to have had out there in California. So maybe this stuff is coming to a head. And Bilal they've been friends for 40 years. I'm talking about coming from the same block. So I don't know, man. I'm going to cut it short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, subscribe to Street Media TV. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.